Hey parents, welcome back to At Home Videos. I am so sad to say that this is our last one for this school year. It literally seems like yesterday that we were just kicking off. So I'm kind of bummed out, but I'm really looking forward to hanging out with our students tomorrow night as we kind of close out this series called The Party Never Stops, talking about how just because Wednesdays and D groups aren't part of our regular routine in the summer doesn't mean that Jesus can't continue to speak to us, move in us, and change us, and also use us to build for his kingdom here on this earth. So we're going to be hanging out tomorrow night in Acts chapter 4, where Peter and John are arrested, and they stand before the Sanhedrin and they boldly proclaim the gospel. And then there's a line in there where they say that the Sanhedrin takes note that these guys have been with Jesus. And so we're going to be talking about what that looks like. Like, what does it mean to live a life where people take note that you've been with Jesus? So for you to continue the conversation at home, I would encourage you to do a couple of things. One, I would ask your student, so how are you spending time with Jesus now? What's your daily routine look like to make sure that you are getting time in with Christ? Talk about your routine as a parent, as an adult. What do you do to get into the Word, to spend time in the presence of Jesus, to speak to Him, to make sure that you're seeking Him day in and day out, and then share what they're going through, what they're doing. Maybe they can do some things with you to kind of learn the ropes and things like that. And then the other thing is this, is we're talking about what it looks like to live a life that is transformed by the gospel, where people are taking note that we've been with Jesus. I would ask your student, what's one way this summer that you're going to make sure that you're spending time with Jesus, so that people will see Him in you? So I think that could be a really fruitful conversation for you guys at home, and I hope it will be. Tomorrow night, we're just going to celebrate. We're going to be talking about what God has done this year in FSM, not only at Benton, but across all of our campuses. We're going to have some cupcakes for people. We're going to be playing some games. We're just going to celebrate Jesus and what He's done this year. And so I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that you will remind your students to be here, remind them to text somebody, maybe even offer to say, hey, I'll go pick up whoever, wherever, and let's fill up the car and bring them to FSM for our last one this semester. And then don't forget to, there's stuff going on this summer. So just keep an eye on the bulletin at church, social media. We'll be sending out emails. But just know the first thing that's coming up, May 29th, is our FSM float trip where we go with all campuses up to the Buffalo River to float. That's a Wednesday. We'll be gone all day. The cost for that is $45. You can register for that at fellowshiponline.com/events, and then just look for the one that's listed as a FSM float trip on May 29th. Space is limited on that, so if you haven't signed up for it, go sign your student up. It's so much fun. And with all the rain we've been getting, we're going to go whitewater rafting instead of canoeing. I'm just kidding. But it's going to be up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And so we're looking forward to that, but we'll do other things, play Ultimate this summer, go do Burn Ball again with all our campuses, as well as some game nights and some movie nights and stuff scattered in there. So just make sure that if you're not following us on social media at FSM Benton on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, go find those, like those, follow those, so that you can make sure you're getting that information, because that's going to be like one of the first places that things get blasted out. If you don't have those, we will be sending them on emails, and again, they will be in the church bulletin. But really looking forward to hanging out with your students one last time tomorrow night before summer hits, and all the craziness starts with vacations and camps and all the things. So it's been a great year. Looking forward to celebrate what Jesus has done, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night.